Hi everyone, my name is Haley Hudson, and today I'll be interviewing my brother Roberto Williams. My brother having a wow moment. He has been such a nice person to me. If I feel down, he'll push me up, and like if I see I'm doing something and I'm like not giving any push to it, he'll like inspire me to go work. And as I said in my first video, he's the one who like pushed me to do this, because one day I was speaking to him and I was like, you know, I'm going to do this, and it was just that easy. I just went in front of the camera, went in front of the camera and just say anything that's on my mind and everything that's on my mind. Anyways, so why can't we start the interview now? Okay, so our first question to you, Mr. Roberto Williams. Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. This beautiful tropical island.
My third question to you is, how do it feel to be doing your purpose?
Yeah man, so I mean, my purpose is to inspire people to be great. Alright, so you know, a lot of people out there, they want to be great, but they don't have an inspiration. They don't have someone to guide them or lead them, you know, and show them the way, show them how to be great. My purpose is to be there for those persons, you know, and make them bring out the greatness out of them. I mean, when I'm doing my purpose, you know, my purpose is a daily thing. So it is something that I do on a daily basis. You know, if I see someone on the road and I can see their purpose in them, which most of the time I can, you know, then I would also help them to bring that out of them. My close friends, you know, same for you, Haley. You know, I just like to bring out the purpose in persons. I like to bring out more. And it just makes me feel good. I feel really excited doing it.
Okay, so your fourth question is, how hard is your purpose? Like, is it hard, or like it's just so easy back for you?
Yeah man, so I mean, my purpose is not very hard enough. Basically it's easy, it's natural. And the reason for this is that God gives us certain gifts to help us to make our purpose easier and make our purpose more enjoyable. So one of my gifts that make my purpose easy is how I can actually just see another person's gift. So I can look at Haley, or I can look at you, Haley, you know, and I can see your gift. We already spoke about that, but just the fact that I can do that, then it now gives me the ability to, you know, easily recognize the gift and bring it out. Bring it out, and while I'm bringing out their gifts, they're getting inspired. So it's easy. So
your fifth question is, do you think that what you are doing is a purpose? Because we know that, hey, well, we're doing some things and we like say, this is our purpose. But later on, we know that we found out that this is not our purpose. We have something else on this earth to fulfill, not that. It's like totally out of it.
Yeah man, definitely. I do believe that what I'm doing is my purpose, and the reason for this is each and every one of us in life, we're here on earth to do one thing. And this one thing is something that one is tied to our names. So the name that we give our children is very, 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 very important. And you viewers, it's important to know the meaning of your name, because your purpose or your gift is in your name. Another thing, your gifts. So God gives us gifts to basically ensure that our purpose is fulfilled. Because he doesn't want us to come on this earth and, you know, don't fulfill our purpose. That would be a waste of a life, right? So, you know, God gives us our gifts to fulfill that purpose. And then finally, if I think what I am doing is my purpose. So those two things that I said before, my name. So my name is Roberto, as you know. I won't tell you the meaning of the name. You can go ahead and search it. But the meaning of my name is along the lines of the purpose that I have to fulfill, which is to inspire people to be great. And then finally, my gifts. My gift of being able to see others' gifts, it also is in line with my purpose of inspiring people. Because obviously, you would need to know a person's gift, you know, before you can inspire them. You have to know a person deeply on a different level that people don't normally see them to be able to inspire them. You have to know what makes them tick. You have to know what makes them happy, you know, what they want out of their life. And yes, so this is what I mean to do.
So, very good, Roberto. 100. Pop, pop, pop. Well, I look up on Google of like really lot. And I know what my name means. And when I look up on Google, I'm like, whoa, this name is really good. I never knew this name was so good. And I do know that Roberto is a brilliant person and will be and is already. So no matter what the negative people say, oh, positive just jump right back in. Oh, and guys, remember to subscribe and like this video to see more of all these videos. They're totally good. I'm going to be interviewing more than Roberto, so you can look out for more interviews. I really love them. They're so good. Alright, so our next question is, what are you up to in this time? Meaning like, are you doing schooling or like you're working? What are you up to?
Well, I mean, it's COVID-19 now, so, you know, a lot of people, they're not going out a lot. You know, they're mostly staying in and stuff. So right now, I'm just doing a lot of, you know, self-building, improvement and all of that. So yeah, I'm working, but work is not the number one thing in my life. What I'm really focusing on is improving myself through reading. I do a lot of jogging right now. The other day I just did a jog from my house in Spanish Town to Boulevard. So, you know, I'm doing a lot of those kind of things, and then, you know, a lot of self-improvement. Yeah, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. The list would be too long, but it just surrounds self-improvement and self-building.
Good, Roberto. I would do the same if I was at home, you know, not doing a lot of stuff. I would read up my books, get people to like inspire people, go on the road and like do all kind of stuff. And as I talk about doing all kind of stuff, I'd like to do a charity. Like, go to people on the road and give them food, try to make up a shelter or all those stuff. And I remember when I said it to my teacher, I was in class and I said it to my teacher, she was like, what? And I was like, yes. And other people coming with me and was like, yes, miss, I would like to do that also. So I just pray to God, make sure it's His will. Alright, so anyways, thank you, Roberto. Anyways, my next question to you, what are 3 things you could be thankful for?
Alright, yeah, man, I mean, there are a lot of things that I can be thankful for, but the 3 most striking things are, you know, 1, my purpose. Not a lot of persons in this life know their purpose, you know. Not a lot of persons know what they're about in this life, and whenever you know what you are meant to do on this earth, then you know it is way more easier to just, you know, go ahead and plan your goals around it, plan your life around it, and then everything in life just becomes a lot easier. Another thing that I am thankful for is life itself. So basically, without life, without Father God who creates life, none of this would even be possible. And then finally, I am thankful for my family. So Haley, a beautiful sister, my mom, my brother, my brothers from another mother, my groups, just each and every person that is in my life, because life is all about connections and persons that you meet while you're alive, and the impact that you can leave on their life and the impact that they leave on our lives also. So those are three of the top things that I'm thankful for in my life.
Same, Roberto. I love to do the same, because like when you're dead, you cannot like tell them, for example, you cannot tell people about God. Like when you're dead or they're dead, like you didn't get to tell them, that would be so sad. So same. My next question to you is, are you doing schooling at this time? I did kind of ask a question like that, but I kind of like want to ask that in person.
Definitely I'm doing school, but not in the formal sense. Currently I'm not going to school, but I consider myself to be in the school of life. Simply meaning, every day is another learning experience for me. Every day I learn something new. Every day I learn another new experience. Every day I learn something from what someone wrote. Every day I learn something new. So that is me in the school of life, not the formal school.
Well, my next question to you, Roberto, is what do you want to say to the persons who aren't sure what is the purpose? They're wondering because they see something and they see something else coming. They're wondering, like, which one should they pick? They're confused. Like, I want to know. Yeah, because there's a lot of people in Jamaica right now that they are off touch with their purpose. They're like going crazy.
Well, it's very important for one to know your purpose in life. If you know your purpose, then you know which direction you're heading. You know how to set your goals, and you know how to, basically trudge throughout the life. So first of all, to the persons that don't know their purpose, number one, ask the Father about. You can't leave him out of anything. You have to ensure that you always keep God in what you're doing and put him at the forefront. So if it's a case that you want to know your purpose, put God there and ask, Father God, what is my purpose? Secondly, you want to know what is the meaning of your name. Your name gives you some kind of clue. Your name gives you some kind of clue to what your purpose is. So be it if your name says, based on what your name is, either it shows you what your purpose is or it shows you your gift, and that leads you closer to finding out what your purpose is. And then again, your purpose is something that you love to do, and basically it can be used to enhance the betterment of humankind. Not just for you. Your purpose is not for you. Your purpose is for the persons around you. So it's not to benefit you, it's to benefit God and the persons around. So you notice that there's something that you do that can be used in the future or now to benefit persons around you, then more than likely that's your purpose. And if you do it easily and it comes naturally to you, then that more than likely is your purpose. So
okay, Roberto. So my next question to you is like, what do you like about the people around you? What do you like best about them? There's so many people around you, but you got to have something to return.
I mean, the persons around me. So, listen, in everybody's life, you are the summary of the persons that you spend time with, or the persons around you. So, you know, when you hear your parents saying, birds of a feather flock together, it's true, really true. So, the persons around me, I try to associate myself with, you know, persons of the characteristics that I want to have in my life. So, say for instance, there is someone who is more powerful in love. I will associate myself with that person because I want more love in my life. You know, say for instance, there is someone who is more knowledgeable in business. You know, I would associate myself with that person. And you know, those are the things. The people around me, they have, you know, much better qualities that I want to take in my life. So once I spend time with them, I will naturally just take on those qualities into my life. So yeah, man, that's what I like about the persons around me.
Yeah, man. So the next question is, what are your inspiring thoughts to the viewers? I love inspiring thoughts, and they really improve me and inspire me. So when I like say inspiring thoughts and I read them out, I'm like, you know, this is a good, very strong, inspiring thought I'm doing. And oh my gosh, even down to my brother says good. But up to you, Roberto.
Alright, so there's one that I love from Les Brown, you know, an amazing motivational speaker. And Les Brown says, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So, you know, in anything that you're doing, naturally, you have to start doing something for you to repeat it, and then, you know, it becoming greater and greater and greater. So, you know, just get started, guys. Anything that you have there that you think is your purpose, get started and work on it. That's it.
Well, Roberto, I am getting started with this writing book process, and I'm definitely going to be great. So you have to get started to be great. No, you don't have to get started to be great. Wait, what am I saying?
You have to be great. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great.
I was wondering, what am I saying?
You're good. You're good.
Alright, you don't have to be great to get started. What I get out of that is that you don't have to be great at something to like get started at it. You can just get started, and then step one by one step, you're going to go higher and higher and higher. You're going to increase. True. Alright. So I have 2 more questions for you, Roberto, so don't worry. So Roberto, my next question to you is, what is one of the Bible scriptures you love? Because he does read his Bible, offset and unset. So what are the one of the Bible scriptures you can quote that you really love?
Well, I don't know what you mean by offset and unset. I guess you mean on and off.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, man. Alright, one of my favorite Bible scriptures is Proverbs 4 verse 23. It says, guard your heart, because out of it comes all the issues of life. It probably doesn't go like that word for word, but basically what it means, guard your thoughts, because the thoughts that you think in your mind, from any thought that you think in your mind, out of it comes the issues of life. The mind is a very powerful place, and you know, out of the thoughts that we think in our mind, we shape our future. Every choice that we make, every thought, everything that we imagine, every single thing, out of it we shape our life. So guard it. Guard it like it is something important, like gold. And ensure that nothing negative comes into your mind, and ensure that it only stays positive. Once it stays positive, you'll have a positive life. However, if you allow any little negative to come in there, that negative will grow, expand, and become a huge elephant in the room.
And that brings you to the topic visualization. Visualization, you vision something, you imagine something, and when you imagine it, since your mind is so strong, when you imagine it, it like comes to fruition. So you imagine it what you want, like what you need or want, you imagine it and it just comes to fruition. But make sure it's positive, because you don't want any negative thoughts around here. So, well, my last question to you, Roberto, is what would you like to happen on this earth? Like in the world, what would you like to happen? What good thing would you'd like to happen on this earth?
Alright, so first of all, I would want everyone on this earth to know Christ, come to know Christ, and just basically have a personal relationship with him. Whether you're a Christian or you're a normal person in the earth. But regardless, I believe that everyone on this earth should have a personal relationship. Ensure that you're reading your Bible on a regular basis. Ensure that you're praying on a regular basis. Ensure that you're just talking to God throughout the day, letting him know what you want out of this life, and what you want, and let him bring his will into your life. Because it's not just what you want, it is also the will of God. So once you bring in the will of God, and what you want lines up with the will of God, then you will have a good life. And I mean, another thing that I want out of this, or I want persons on this earth to be doing, is basically, as you say, really, visualizations. Once you have something that you want and you can already see yourself with it, you will eventually get it. Guys, the mind is a very powerful place. You should do some more research on the mind and what is possible. So once you do this research, just look up some YouTube videos, watch some videos. Haley will also send out some videos, I'm sure. The more she understands it, the more she will let you guys know. So it's there. So just look it up and visualize yourself in what you want. So if you want a house, you want a car, you want to be someone great, anything like that, just see yourself in that thing or doing that thing, and guarantee that thing will just come to you without you even have to do any hard work. Believe me on that.
Yes, so that's a really powerful thing, and I can guarantee it's gonna work. So now it's gonna be time to wrap up. So let me just say my inspiring thought to you. My inspiring thought to you is just that you can be anything you want to be. Like you can be anything you want to be once God is approved of it. And once God is in your life, everything is possible and anything can work. Visualization on top of the list. Yes, so I just want you to look out for some more videos like this, because these videos are very strong, and I'm going to be interviewing people like my mom, that's the next one, and my other brother. And I just want to say shout out to everyone I know and everyone who viewed this video and subscribe and like, and everyone who didn't view this video, or I just want to say shout out to you guys. I'm trying to open the comment section, but it's not opening up. But I'm doing my best. Yes, so shout out to my most of all teacher, Ophelia Boyd. She's just the best. Not gonna talk much of that because she's one of the persons I'm going to be interviewing. So guys, have a great day, have a great life. Peace out.